Manila, 2026. The nation breathes a collective sigh of resolve as the Philippines enacts the historic Maritime Zones Act, a landmark decision that echoes through every corner of the archipelago. Years of maritime standoffs, tense confrontations, and diplomatic tension have led to this pivotal moment. A law that draws a bold, unambiguous line on the waves, finally asserting the nation's rights. This act transforms hard-won legal victories into enforceable boundaries, declaring to the world, "These are our waters, and we will defend them with unwavering determination." For too long, foreign vessels have encroached on Filipino fishing grounds, threatening the livelihoods of countless coastal communities and testing the nation's patience. Now, the nation shifts from a posture of mere defense to one of proactive guardianship, taking charge of its destiny at sea. The law is a strategic masterstroke, leveraging international law to counter expansionism and ambiguity, and sending a clear message to the world. It provides a clear legal framework for diplomats and Coast Guard alike, clarifying Philippine waters under UNCLOS and empowering authorities to act decisively. This clarity strengthens the Philippines' position in negotiations and international forums, giving the nation a stronger voice on the global stage. The act is a shield for fishermen, protecting their right to work and ensuring their families' futures. It is a charter for the Navy, empowering them to patrol and defend with renewed purpose and confidence. And it is a blueprint for sustainable resource management, safeguarding the nation's marine wealth for generations to come. The Philippines is no longer a passive observer. It is now the vigilant guardian of its maritime domain, standing firm for its people, its sovereignty, and its future. The Philippine Maritime Zones Act stands as a landmark piece of legislation, clearly defining the nation's maritime jurisdiction in line with the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. This act is a crucial step in asserting the Philippines' rights and responsibilities over its surrounding waters. It carefully codifies the boundaries of the territorial sea, contiguous zone, exclusive economic zone, and continental shelf, not by creating new territory, but by formalizing what is already recognized under international law. This clarity is essential for both governance and diplomacy. By consolidating a patchwork of previous regulations into a single, comprehensive law, the Act provides every government agency with a unified and robust legal foundation to operate from, streamlining coordination and enforcement. It ensures that all government actions, from fisheries management and environmental protection to national defense and maritime security, are firmly backed by both Philippine law and the country's international obligations. The Act eliminates legal ambiguity, making it significantly harder for other nations to exploit loopholes or challenge the Philippines' maritime claims in international forums. It stands as a symbol of national maturity, unity, and a renewed commitment to responsible stewardship of the seas for future generations. By harmonizing domestic and international rules, the law empowers the Coast Guard and other agencies to act decisively and confidently in protecting the nation's interests. It demonstrates the Philippines' resolve to govern its waters by the rule of law, not by force or intimidation, strengthening its position on the global stage. Ultimately, the Act serves as both a shield against encroachment and a powerful tool for sustainable management, ensuring the seas remain a source of security and prosperity for all Filipinos. The Maritime Zones Act stands in direct opposition to China's sweeping 9-line. Where China relies on vague historical claims, the Philippines uses UNCLOS, modern, precise, and globally accepted. This legal clarity challenges China's assertions and rallies international support for a rules-based order. Allies like the US, Japan, and the EU back the Philippine approach, enabling joint exercises and a united diplomatic front. The Act is a masterclass in asymmetrical statecraft, choosing law over might. By adhering to UNCLOS, the Philippines claims the legal and moral high ground, making China's actions politically costly. The law reframes the dispute as a contest between law and unilateral power, resonating with global opinion. The Philippines plants its flag firmly on the side of law and order. For Filipino fishermen, the West Philippine Sea is life itself. The Maritime Zones Act secures their rights, affirming that resources within the 200 nautical mile EEZ belong to Filipinos. It protects fishermen from foreign harassment and empowers the government to enforce sustainable fisheries management. The law also secures rights to vital energy resources like oil and gas, attracting investment and boosting energy security. By shielding these waters from exploitation, the Act ensures food and economic security for future generations. It transforms a distant dispute into real benefits: safer fishing, more resources, and a healthier marine environment. The law connects sovereignty to the daily lives of every Filipino. The 2016 arbitral ruling at The Hague was a legal triumph, invalidating China's 9-dash line. For years, this victory was symbolic, until now. The Maritime Zones Act operationalizes the ruling, embedding its findings into Philippine law and giving agencies a clear mandate. Now, the Navy and Coast Guard enforce not just claims, but specific laws aligned with the arbitral award. This codification ensures a consistent, long-term policy immune to political shifts. The Act turns a historic legal win into a living, enforceable national strategy. The West Philippine Sea dispute is more than just a territorial conflict. It's a clash of legal philosophies and visions for the future of international order. The Philippines stands firmly with UNCLOS, a modern rule-based treaty that defines maritime rights by geography, not by historical claims. This framework is recognized by most of the world and sets clear, fair standards for all nations. In contrast, China's 9-dash line, which is based on broad and often vague historic rights, was invalidated by the 2016 International Tribunal. The ruling made it clear that such claims have no legal basis under international law. The Maritime Zones Act commits the Philippines to transparency and predictability, setting out its maritime boundaries in accordance with international law. This stands in stark contrast to China's opaque and shifting claims. This approach provides much-needed stability. Any nation can see the Philippines' exclusive economic zone clearly marked on a map, while China's claim remains ambiguous and undefined, creating uncertainty in the region. By championing UNCLOS, the Philippines defends not just its own territory, but also the global maritime order, supporting a system where rules, not power, determine rights at sea. The law is a statement that disputes should be settled by law, not by force or ancient maps. It's a call for peaceful resolution and respect for international agreements. The Act is a testament to the rule of law in the 21st century, showing the Philippines' commitment to fairness, justice, and international cooperation. It rejects revisionist narratives and upholds a shared legal framework for the seas, ensuring that the world's oceans remain governed by clear, agreed-upon rules for generations to come. The Act mandates the creation of an official Philippine maritime map, a powerful legal and political tool. This map, submitted to the UN, visually asserts the nation's maritime zones in strict compliance with UNCLOS. It standardizes the names of disputed features, reinforcing Philippine identity and unity in public discourse. For the Coast Guard and Navy, the map is an operational guide, clarifying where Philippine law applies. It enables swift, decisive action against illegal activities, turning legal boundaries into real-world enforcement. Internationally, the map puts all nations on notice. These are the Philippines' borders under international law. No foreign vessel can claim ignorance if caught within these lines. The map is a visual declaration of sovereignty, backed by law. The Maritime Zones Act empowers the Coast Guard and Navy with a clear legal mandate. No longer patrolling ambiguous waters, they now enforce specific laws within defined Philippine jurisdiction. The Act streamlines interdiction, clarifies offenses, and strengthens the chain of command. Prosecutors gain a powerful tool to secure convictions, creating a credible deterrent against illegal activities. Foreign fleets now face real consequences for violating Philippine law. The act also enhances cooperation with international partners, enabling joint patrols and intelligence sharing. It signals that the Philippines is a capable steward of its maritime domain. The law sharpens the nation's maritime defenses and builds trust with allies. The Maritime Zones Act is more than legislation, it's a symbol of the Philippines' commitment to the rule of law. By codifying its maritime entitlements, the nation chooses legality over force and sets a model for others facing similar challenges. The act shows that sovereignty can be asserted peacefully and effectively through law. It empowers the nation's guardians, secures resources, and transforms legal victories into real policy. The law is a beacon for a rules-based order, arguing for cooperation over conflict. It sends a clear message. History cannot override modern legal obligations. The Philippines stands for a future where the seas are governed by law, not power. By drawing a clear line, the nation defends its rights and inspires hope for a just, lawful world.